Over time, as you create your presentations here in Google Docs, the need may arise at some point or another to go back into a presentation and make changes to content. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to go back to a slide or multiple slides and make a few changes to the content. In the previous lesson, we created this annual report. If you were following along, it may still be open. I'm going to go over here to Save and Close to close this up. And here from my Google Docs home, I'm going to go up to the New button, and I'm going to choose Presentation. So we already know when we create a new presentation that we get a brand new title slide. It says click to add title. And in a way, this is a placeholder. And when I click here, I'm actually changing the content from an instruction that says click to add title to an actual title. So I'm going to type in Annual Report. And for the subtitle, I'll click down there and type in 2008. Click outside the placeholder and that's locked in. Now to change content, maybe this isn't the presentation I meant to create. This should be the new hire orientation for July 2008. So I'm going to go back to the placeholder. When I click inside, you'll notice my cursor flashing there where I click. Well, in this case, I want to replace text, so all I have to do is select it first. I can double click on annual to change that, or I can triple click to select the entire line. And with that highlighted, I can type over it like it's not even there. I don't have to delete it first. I'm just going to type New Hire Orientation. And instead of 2008, I'm going to click in front of the 2 in 2008. I'm now inside the subtitle placeholder. I'm going to type in July, leave a space, and I'm done. Now let's say next month I'm about to give this presentation. Obviously, I want it to say August 2008. So I would come in here, click in July, double click to select it, type in August, click outside the box, and I'm done. The other thing we can do with content is move it around. We're not forced to accept the defaults that we see here. For example, in this title slide, I can click on the text in the title itself to see the placeholder. The placeholder has handles around the outside for sizing. Now the size is okay. If I was to bring this size down by clicking and dragging a handle, New Hire Orientation still fits on one line. If I go too small, you can see now I really need to size it up. So I'm going to do that, trying to keep it fairly centered. And if I want to move it higher on the slide, I just go to the border. You see my mouse pointer turn into a little hand, which means I can now grab by clicking, holding down the mouse button, and dragging it up. I'm going to move it up just a little bit. And the same thing for my subtitle. I click, move to the border, click and drag that up. And that's a good spot right there. Click outside the placeholder to deselect. And there, I've made my changes. Changed the content and even the location of the content on my slide. So really not a whole lot to modifying the content on a slide. However, there are other types of contents. We can insert images and shapes and video. We'll be doing all of that as we move through the lessons in this chapter and the next. And we'll talk about modifying that type of content when we get there.